All right, guys, Shotty T here with another 101 video. Got just over 4 hours left before the next week versus start. And to remind some of you guys, it is all about radar task, stamina use, drone components, drone parts, and battle data, as well as farming land. As you can see, we got the Alliance member as we speak, getting ready to plot some land. So that way, by the time it starts, they'll have some points to gain. And I will be doing that too. But for the sake of this video, I want to show you guys the daily arms race. So I kind of touched on it on other videos, but really haven't dug into it on particular videos. So the daily arms race is a daily event where you have different calendars that rotate each day of the week. And they rotate between hero advancement, city building, unit progression, tech research, and drone boost. And it changes tasks every 4 hours. So it's a 24-hour window. Of course, with some of you guys that have jobs, families, and sleep, you're not going to be able to maximize these objectives to the max. You're just not going to do it. But the idea about this is to gain enough points for the day itself to maximize all three of these boxes. As you can see here, I have 10 medals. I need 18 to unlock all three boxes. So what we're going to do here with this period that actually ends in 1 minute, actually need to get this out of the way while I'm talking. I'm going to miss out on maximizing my points. Let's go ahead and get this done. Let's get this done now. All right, let's do this. Let's do this right now. Hopefully I haven't talked myself out of getting this done right away. So, because it's going to take time for me to march there. But yeah, so I should be safe. So really, this particular period is about using drone combat data points, which I do not recommend doing because you definitely want to save that for day one period. So for this particular period, stamina is your best way to go. So it takes, it basically takes like 300 stamina to get all three boxes if you're able to do that. But again, you don't have to. Just get enough points to gain enough points to add up. So the first box that you open is worth 1 point. The second box you open is worth 2 points, and the third box is worth 3 points. So if you happen to open all three boxes for a particular period, then you actually end up opening you actually end up getting 6 points. So if you're able to max out 3 tasks, and I think I just did it there just in time. Okay. Yeah. So if you happen to maximize all 3 tasks, that's 6 points. So all you have to do is maximize 3 out of these windows to do so, but you don't have to maximize all 3. Maybe you can do 2 out of 3 a couple of times. As long as you do it to where enough points add up to 18, it'll likely be mandatory to maximize one of the objectives at some point. And a lot of times, depending on the verses that you have going on that week, you can use that to fulfill that window if you're up, because some of these tasks again might be when you're asleep or you're just not able to get on the game. But let's use city building for example. So city building, which doesn't start until the reset, unfortunately, that is you get credit for points for using construction speed up, as well as power gain from buildings completed. So on day 2 of your verses, you also get credit for that. So a good practice is that whenever that city building window pops up for that particular day, especially if it's day 2 of the week, and also day 5 and day 6, you get credit for using construction speed ups as well. That's when you want to use that to maximize your window. Unit progression, that's training your troops, which is also mobilization day, which is day 5. So you get credit basically for developing level 1, level 2, all the way up through level 10 type unit. Of course, the common denominator for all of these, you can almost maximize all the boxes if you buy something. So if you ever plan on buying something, which again, if you're free to play, that's totally fine. But if you ever plan on buying something, and if it's a task that you probably are not going to fulfill organically by doing the objectives, then just buy it during that period and you'll likely open all three boxes too. Um, and then, of course, with tech research, that's you get credit for using tech speed ups and increasing your tech power. So again, it's all about doing that. There, the drone boost, we just passed that. Of course, we already talked about that. And the next one that's undergoing right now, which you'll see live, is hero advancement. So you get credit for using recruit tickets. So you can either open 30 tickets, which I don't recommend doing because you want to save those tickets for day 4. That's a lot of tickets to open. Another thing you can kind of do that makes it easy is use hero experience points because you can get more of that throughout the game than you do tickets. So for me, and it's different for other people, usually what I do is I use this opportunity to take one champ that I was already going to develop anyway and just take them up one level. And that's enough to satisfy that. So I decided to do it with Morrison. And just that one got me double the points. So basically I got, instead of getting 12,000, I got 24,500 points just for that one notch. So it's an easy, cheap way. Like the hero advancement, if you're up, this is probably the easiest one to get all three boxes. So that way that's 6 points towards your 18 for the day. And as you can see, I have 19 points. So I qualified for all three boxes because the cool thing about these boxes, just by opening this one, you get 1 ticket. Open this, you get 3. Open this, you get 6. So if you maximize your arms races, not necessarily these boxes. If you get these boxes maximized, that's a bonus, but these are the ones that you want to definitely get because you get 10 tickets and you get 7 epic hero shards. You also get 350 diamonds by maximizing this, and you get 2 legendary hero shards, which are very key. And all of that stuff you can use towards day 4. So the tickets and that, and of course diamonds are always good to have to shop stuff in the VIP store and and all that. But if you do happen to maximize the boxes, of course you get some speed ups, you get some resource chests, some skill medals. So these are not shabby stuff to gain either. And the speed ups can definitely add up if you can get all 3. You end up getting a total of 68 in this particular window, 68 speed ups, 5-minute speed up. So those can always be useful. And those skill medals, which you can also use for day 4, they start to add up as well. So about, I think it's 1,600 of those. So if you're able to maximize it, you can't just go ahead and do it. But if not, just at least try to add up enough points opening boxes. Because again, if you open one box only for a 4-hour period, that's 1 point. If you open 2 boxes, that's a total of 3 points. So you can either do it by having all 6 windows, 2 boxes a piece, which would be kind of difficult unless you time your sleep properly. Or you can try to maximize at least one objective. And again, this is the one that's the easiest to do. The stamina is probably the second easiest in my opinion. The training units one can be pretty easy as well if you time it right. So, and of course the construction and the research, if you time those right, they can also be easily achievable to open all 3 boxes. So again, this is stuff that you want to take advantage of in a game that's already there. It's literally a daily event. So if you do this 7 days out of the week, you just gain yourself 70 tickets. And I'm trying to do quick math. 350 times 7, that's 2450. So you gain 2450 diamonds, and you gain 14 legendary shards just off of that alone, as well as 49 of the epic hero shards, and of course countless amounts of skill medals and speed ups and resource chests. So it's So it's a no-brainer to do this. Again, it's all about working smart, not working smarter, not harder. So make sure that you always check the calendar by clicking that first. It lets you know which day of the week that you're on. It'll highlight the period right there in yellow. So day 7, which will be tonight, time it starts, city building will be the first to go. But when I'm asleep tonight, unit progression, I'm not going to take advantage of training troops while I'm asleep. So, but when I get up tomorrow morning, I can take advantage of tech research a little bit, drone boost, hero advancement, definitely going to take advantage of that. So I'll get 2 chances to do city building. So what I might do is have a building ready at the beginning of this period and have another building ready by the end if it lines up. So if you're able to line up stuff based off the calendar, you can plan in advance. It's all about planning. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So, but again, open enough boxes just to open up all of these 3 because you don't want to get in the way of helping your team with the Alliance dual objectives. Because as you guys can see, we have made it to the semifinals of the bracket. We're number 1, and we're going to be facing one of these 3 teams, either this team, which I heard was a tough team because we had another fellow server member face them. This is a very full alliance with much more power than us. And then this one is similar to us as far as rank power level wise. So it's not going to be easy, but we want to do every little thing to make sure that we have a chance to beat our opponent. So again, daily arms race, make sure you maximize those, but don't go overboard. Don't let that get in the way of your versus objectives for the week. All right. And also just remember to coincide that, just work the timing. And I think I got buildings, by the way. Let's see. We got, yeah, so I'm not going to really have any buildings that's going to be ready by then. Maybe this hospital, I can time that to be ready. But other than that, guys, just make sure you stick to those objectives. And I will see you guys later. I'll probably have another video out tomorrow.